I love paradoxes. So I love it because paradox has the power to catch our attention. So our mind is designed to catch the different, to spot the different. Imagine when we were hunters in the forest. The hunters had to spot any single different in the vegetation in order to get the prey and bring the dinner home. So paradox has, by nature, the power of having our attention. So if I say, according to Wikipedia, paradox is a sentence that might be true. It contradicts itself and might be true. So if I say, this sentence is false, it's a paradox. It's a really simple one. So if the sentence is true, it can be false, really, and vice versa. So why am I talking about paradox? Because a good way to explain something happening, something that was really trick our mind. So fortunately, in life, we are not only black and white situation. We have a lot of variety of color and a lot of situations that can be explained in a different way. I started my career as an IT consultant. So my job was finding a solution to companies' problems using technology. Really simple. But then I decided my skill, my knowledge can be used for other things. So I decided to quit everything and start a company. A company is not relating on consultant stuff, but it was really interesting stuff. We are using business logic to solving a social issue. And this sounds like a paradox because a social issue is by definition a cost for the society. How we can transform that in a company that is paying taxes and empower enrichment. So how is it possible to do that? There is no, okay, the philosophical stone doesn't exist. So where is the secret? So in our case, the answer was just one. It's technology. So we use text-to-speech and voice recognition in order to transform a chat in a real-time phone call, in order that deaf people are able to call. All the ideas came out from the story of my friend. His name is Gabriele. He's deaf and had a car accident, and he wasn't able to call an ambulance. So it's unbelievable. We are the internet epoch, and there is no way to let a deaf person call an ambulance in 2040, now 2050. So this is really shocking me. I was stunned. So I decided, I have the knowledge, I can do that, I have to do that. This is having skill, having knowledge is a responsibility. Responsibility to apply the knowledge to social issue. That's happened to me. So at the beginning, on technical point of view, it was really easy because I have an IT background, all the team, my friends were really focused on that. But the real problem is not the technology, it's the sustainability. So how we can make it sustainable? So who will pay the bill? First approach was a Wikipedia style. So we decided, okay, release the code, let's an open source, let people join the community, maintain and keep evolving the software, and then we collect donation in order to cover the operational expenses. But then we're thinking, if even Wikipedia is struggling to get money, and is a service that is helping billion people in the world, how can a service for deaf people that is by definition, unfortunately, a niche, how can we survive in this environment where people are not such a willing to give money for such a product? So we tried a different approach. The idea is, why do not build a phone company for deaf people? It doesn't sound like a paradox, right? So this idea brought a trip to San Francisco in Berkeley. This is the Hansa School of Berkeley, one of the most famous business schools. And we won this challenge, and we fly them to explain and met other people. And then we realized that there are a lot of people doing the same thing, solving social issue with business logic. In different countries in Africa, China, everywhere, there is a social issue, and there is a way to solve it. The interesting part is there is no limit on that. So they have a company acting for social. So one of the biggest problems of a no-profit organization or association in general is the commitment of the people that are working it. If you base your cause on volunteers have only spare time to dedicate because they have to work in order to get a salary and pay all the expenses. So they can dedicate only spare time. The idea is, why do you not hire these people as a real employee and let them work in a company that has a social aim? This is what we are doing right now. There are a lot of companies doing like that. This is a social business. I had an interesting reading about this topic. It's A World Without Poverty by Mohamed Yunus. He's a business professor in Bangladesh. One day, he realized that a lot of people in Bangladesh, this is famous for poor people, are struggling because they are renting a loom for the cloth production, and they are paying a really high rent. So all the profit comes to the lenders and not to the worker. So they are chained on their position of poor people pay a huge rent for the loom. So he decided to borrow them some money, and he started with $100 to let them buy a loom. So he transformed a poor man in an entrepreneur. And not only one. He's starting growing, and this idea is approaching, because the people are also paying back the money. So we are changing the paradigm. They are not poor, they are an entrepreneur. And now Grameen Bank is one of the biggest banks in Bangladesh, and they moved in 2006 something like $130 million in Bangladesh. I don't think Bangladesh has such a big economy, but think are a huge number, right? So this is a quote from Muhammad Yunus. It's one of my favorites. To me, the poor are like the bonsai tree. When you plant the best seed of the tallest tree in a 6-inch flower pot, you got a perfect replica of the tallest tree, but only inches tall. There is nothing wrong with the seed, but the soil you provide was inadequate. So we are thinking that poor people need our help, need money. We give charity, but it's not what they need. They need trust more than charity. And this is something we want. Give charity is like for a shrug off the responsibility. We can take off the responsibility of poverty from the poor people, letting it wait for someone else helping. But they have the power to be responsible. They have the power to get out from this situation. They have the power to be entrepreneur. We had a personal story, really interesting. When we launched in the United States our service, for promotion we say, the people will call for free as a promotion for a couple of months. Let's see what's happened, because it's a new service. We don't know what can I do. So they're starting using the service, and someone gets starting pay us. Say, what? Yeah, we're providing the service for free, and they are starting pay. So I reply, you don't have to pay, the service is for free. And the answer was, yes, I know it's free, but I want to pay you because I know that you need money, and I want to support, and I think the price is fair, and I want to buy it. I want to pay you. So this is something that sounds like a paradox. So you are giving something for free, and they want to pay you. And there are people that in our mind, they are disabled. They need help. It's not true. They don't need help. We don't treat them as a people that need help. We treat them like a customer. And this is something that gives more responsibility to them and more dignity. So sometimes we see something that sounds really strange. We can catch the meaning of behavior of people. And probably it's not because they are wrong. Probably we are looking from the wrong perspective. So why I'm here right now? So I'm here to explain what is social business. I hope you understand. But the other stuff is to give you a vision about what you can do. We have a lot of power. I think human behind is designed for challenge, as someone told before me. So we go on the moon, we got a lot of huge challenge. But we have a lot of challenges today in the world that need to be solved. And charity and non-profit are not the power. They don't have the power to solve these problems. So using the power of a company or corporate and a social aim can start having more power at solving this issue. So what I'm asking now to you is to take your skill, take your creativity, and embrace your challenge. Thank you.
Thank you, Lorenzo. Thank you, Lorenzo, for your talk. You have talked about the born of this new system. Can you show us how it works from your phone?
Yes, of course. We are here to do that.
Wow.
So now we have on the screen, okay, you can see, on the screen there is the app. An important thing that there is no app required on the other side. So we don't need hearing people to download an app for deaf. So now my phone is ringing. I have no app installed on this phone. You have a microphone? So
via Pedius, a phone service for deaf people.
Okay. Okay. Hello.
The user is typing a message.
They are typing on the other side.
It's Philip. The user is typing a message.
Hi, Philip. How are you doing?
How are you?
I'm fine, thanks.
The user is typing a message. Me too.